in 1934. It was Living Buddha Rodung who presided over the search for the reincarnation of the late Dalai Lama. Taking advantage of his weakness, however, his political enemies swept him from the stage. They pleaded with the new Dalai Lama Tenzin Gyatso for approval of the Sly Dakdak Nawang Sanrab as the priest's regent instead of Living Buddha Rodung. Then they arrested Rodung for the crime of asking the central government for help to resume his position. A British man named H.E. Richardson, who was a business representative from the British Indian government in Lhasa, manipulated behind the scenes. Living Buddha Rodung was thrown into prison and died there. Since then, the power-hungry Dakdak, who sought independence through British and American influence, had a firm grip on politics and religion in Tibet. As Dalai's mentor, his thoughts deeply influenced Tenzin Gyatso. In 1946, the Kuomintang government, which just defeated Japan, opened its Congress in Nanjing to draft a constitution. The central government sent an invitation to the local authorities in Tibet. Kashag government decided to send a delegation to the Kuomintang Congress. In 1949, most of China was enjoying liberation. The excited Chinese people started new lives and engaged in large-scale socialism construction efforts. The 10th Panchen Lama, in the Tire Temple of Qinghai, thought that Tibet should be a part of this. He pleaded with the People's Liberation Army to drive the foreign influences from Tibet.
산내 쓰시네 에 시대의 등지에 담으시에 고도 방아 야오용 그랬어요. 그때 그 다산의 원지 제대된디 가르쳐 그래. 다다 쓰용디 따라 나와서로 나한테 근데 제가 고 근데 다 공부 저도 민요시지기 근데 그 참말로 다 중국에도 오고 제가 다 그러는데 아니 섬시 전부 유배제 근데 손다 갑들라 아니 중앙이 그 가면 단내 맞제배 지주 바샤제 근데 저 진네 마도 그 절지든지 제제 봐 지금 좀 마야 영야도 보고 제가 다 초시다 진네 아니 지혜를 받고도 단제
However, the pleas by these delegations were not answered by any country. Even their travel documents were not recognized. So the Tibetan Kashag government summoned 90% of the then Tibetan army and sent them to eastern Tibet along the Jingsha River in an attempt to block the PLA. In the meantime, following the orders of the Central People's Government, PLA troops set out for Tibet.
那个时候，那么就是毛主席就指示无论如何要争取注意西北啊一些好，西南也好注意，就是想办法争取和平解放。除了中央在报纸上、广播上积极的争取他们来和平谈判解决问题之外，我们在前线也是一样，通过各种关系来往的商人呐一些上层统战对象那么就是叫做传过去，把我们的政策方针告诉他，我们争取和平解决。
启动国家需求事务，那我就谈判怕了，所有的希望就了吧。打了的路脚点来要嘛的，路脚点来那希望经过的，改不起的，到路上上， 개부 떠는 트라스 달래 섭치니 대 가리 시에브레스레 간라 다 공대 선에 칸에 영야기 쓴다 단계 광고 치고 그래 타마 탑들 셰를 많이 때문에 쓰기를 봐 초가 좋네 아재 두고 돈에 많이 자고 그래서 그래서는 장자 된 거요 장자 돈이 공고대 인지 미지요
Britain at that time was no longer an empire on which the sun never sets. After World War II, its strength waned. Its colonies began demanding independence one by one after the war. Apparently, if the British government wished to meddle in Tibetan affairs, it had to do so through the newly independent Republic of India. It was beyond the means of the tired United Kingdom to meddle so far into local politics. However, they still paid lip service to Tibetan independence. Their policy was based upon 1914 Simla Treaty, which the Chinese government never recognized. In 1950, the British Foreign Ministry clearly expressed this view in a telegram to its senior attaché in India.
Zēlā simjōng hāma sīnjō, hāma sīchōne tāngā yōngā, tī shīwajī yīsī wāra, kēchī khari tūkō shōne pāgirī shitā yōng, hāma dē tūkirī, hāma dē pāgirī nāla khari tūmbirē sēnā, mā kyam nā, chāgōng chīmbu tūs, tā tabiyāki, sōlō mā kāchī tāngā.
This is the captured British who assisted the Tibetan army Ford and his radio. By the end of October 1950, Lhasa had disintegrated into complete chaos. The Tibetan army's defeat in the battle over Chapdo shocked the upper classes. Many officials called for the end of Dak Dak's regency. Since Tenzing Gyatso was too young to take over the reins of leadership, they would have to consult the angel oracle on the matter. The indication from the angel was that the 16-year-old Dalai Lama Tenzing Gyatso should lead. Dalai Lama began his political career then.
서로 실리다. 실을 사살래죠. 이슈를 봐. 서방아 죽뒤 개. 니무시 뜨라. 구자. 더 중국 교만다 쓰는 교만 쳐야 말. 대칭 선제 캠부터 좀 배촌 소스. 니무시 어느 정도 소는 대체로서. 다 맞게 그러면 주요돈에 깨지치기.
After this decision, the young Dalai Lama moved quietly to the border town of Yadong and brought with him massive amounts of the Kasha government's treasure. Dalai at that time was wavering. What he cared about the most were his life, his status, and his power. Yadong is a small town in the Himalayan valley. It was conveniently located at a pass to India. The politically wavering Dalai Lama wanted to pause in such a position.